let's address the elephant in the room. Last video, I said that I would paint this drywall patch this video, but there are certain realities that we have to live with as a society, and the reality right now is that it's midnight. It's 12:02. 12:02.
It's a celebration.
That's all you're getting out of me this episode because it's a process. Now leave me a comment and tell me how proud you are of me, Dad. That whole bit set me back 35 minutes, by the way. Honestly, it's fine. I'm probably gonna spend an hour on this and then wake up at 7, but what else is new? If you had told me when I started my channel Day-Lewis? If you had told me when I started my channel in January of 2020 that I would be making a video about how much money I make on YouTube, that I would be making any money at all, that I would have close to 50,000 subscribers, or that I would be making thousands of dollars from selling pictures of my feet on OnlyFans, I never would have believed you, and I'm so thankful. This has been such a great ride. Most of that is true. The OnlyFans part is actually true. So I just wanted to say thank you. And at the recording of this video right now, I have 47,866 subscribers. And if I keep this rate up, in about 7 to 10 days, I'm gonna have 50,000 subscribers. So moral of the story, y'all are awesome. And if you wanna help me get to 50,000 subscribers, there are a couple things you can do to help speed that along. 1, you can give that like button a little tickle. Give it a little tickle. 2, you can subscribe and hit the little bell notification next to it so that you're notified anytime that I upload content like this. And lastly, you can comment. You can tell me what your favorite kind of bear is, what shoe size you wear, your deepest, darkest childhood secret. Anything really works down there, so okay, I'm losing it. And of course, you can also follow me on the gram. I try to post there as much as I can about my tiny house updates, Airbnb business, glamping course, awesome pictures of my adorable little baby, sweet Isla Rue. I mean, you get it all, folks, for the low, low price of just following me on Instagram. Also, did I even say welcome back to another episode of Rob Built? I'm your host, Rob. And with that, let's talk about YouTube money. But first, promise you won't get mad, there is gonna be an ad. Unless you have YouTube Premium, in which case I look really, really dumb. But honestly, good for you though. That's like $12 a month. Before we do a deep dive on my actual YouTube numbers, I wanted to give you a little bit of context on how YouTube even pays its creators. There are 2 really important metrics that you have to know whenever you're talking about YouTube advertising in general. The first one being CPM, or cost per thousand. The M is like Latin for mile or milli, something like that. I honestly could just like hit pause right now and look it up, but I'm not gonna do that. Now, some genres on YouTube are known for paying a much higher CPM than other genres. For example, the personal finance genre is known for paying much higher CPMs, anywhere from $25 to $90 per 1,000 views, whereas other genres such as like pranking or gaming is known for paying much less. It could be anywhere from $1 to $2 per 1,000 views. Now, why is that? I'm gonna make a little bit of an overgeneralization here just to kind of explain the concept to you, but in general, genres like the personal finance sector tends to bring in people with money, or people interested in money, or people investing in money. Thus, financial clients are willing to pay fat stacks to get in front of that type of audience. For example, a mortgage company, if you have a 30-year mortgage, over the course of that 30 years, you're gonna pay hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. So it behooves that mortgage company to pay a really high CPM to win your business so that they can then turn around and charge you hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest on your mortgage, which is capitalism at its finest, folks. Back to you, Dan.
Here's some other great town names. Latitz.
What? Sure. No, that's not right.
Whereas on the flip side, a very large portion of the gaming community tends to be younger people, maybe middle school, high school, college, that don't necessarily have, really deep pockets. And the price point for that product is closer to $50, so there's not a lot of money to be made there. So gaming companies are not willing to pay as high of a CPM. So we're editing this right now, and I just wanted to quickly clarify that typically in the real estate and in the tiny house niche, that CPM is a little bit lower, but because I'm partially a finance channel and I talk about real estate investments, that actually pushes my CPM up a little higher from the $20 to $24 mark. And keep in mind, I don't make all of that money. YouTube takes a 40% cut. I make 60% of that CPM, which brings us to our second metric, which is RPM. And that's how much money I truly make as a creator on YouTube. Make sense? Hopefully I explained that okay and it wasn't too confusing, but if you need further clarification, leave me a comment or a question down below and I'll try to clarify for you. Now let's talk about my personal numbers on YouTube. I want to take you through the last 3 months, since that's whenever I was mostly floating in the high 30s all the way up until now, which is the high 40s. So you'll kind of get a good range of how much I've made every single month, starting in September. And as always, since I am kind of giving some personal information away, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, it would really help me out here. But let's get into September here. You'll see that I made in September $4,028.98. I did really well in this month because I hit the algorithm. I released a video called How Much My Tiny Houses Make, and when this video came out, it performed kind of meh at the beginning, and then after like 4 or 5 days, it just went and got about 160,000 views that month. Again, it didn't really perform that well the first like 4 or 5 days, and then it just kind of locked into the algorithm and it was off to the races. You'll see at the very peak of this algorithm run, I made $397.28, and I actually had 3 really good days. I made $380, then $397, then $368, and then it kind of was a decline from there. The very beginning of September, I started at about $52. Again, I was at a peak of $397, and then by the end, it was $39. But you average all that out over the 30 days of September, and I made about $4,000. Also important to note that when this video took off, on my highest day from a subscriber standpoint, I got 1,271 subscribers. So total that month, I got 375,000 views, and that's how I got to this 4,000 number. I averaged a CPM of $21.41 over the course of September. Okay, now let's get into October, which was the next month. Unfortunately, my algorithm run ended and I only made $1,670. Okay, not only $1,670, I made $1,670 that month. I'm very grateful for that. I made enough to pay my editor and still have a little bit of money left over. So that was really nice, but you'll see that my algorithm run was pretty much over. I mean, the month before that, I got 11,000 subscribers. In October, I got 3,300. My watch time went down 64%. My views went down 62%. So all in all, everything went down that month. But you'll see my CPM kind of stayed around the same, about $21. So if I had gotten the same amount of views this month, I actually would have made more money. But again, the YouTube algorithm giveth and it taketh away. And now we get into November, and you'll see that I made $1,969.95 so far. We're literally, it's November 15th right now. Actually, it's November 16th because it's 1:47 a.m. right now. But we are halfway through November, and we have made pretty close to $2,000. And really, it's because one of my videos hit the algorithm again. Same one, How Much My Tiny Houses Make. This one had a resurgence. Sometimes that does happen. A video dies off and then it comes back to life. And there is actually a reason for that. It's because Levi Kelly did a tour of Casita Conejo, and his video really kind of went viral. It's got like 1.7 million views versus my video of Casita Conejo that I own and built myself, getting only 700,000 views. So real cool, Levi. I'm really happy for you, man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm really grateful because whenever his audience watched that video, they were getting suggested my How Much My Tiny Houses Make video. So I got a little bit of an algorithm boost from leeching off of his traffic onto my channel. So thanks, Levi. So I've actually had a pretty consistent run in November. I mean, I've had lows of 141. At my highest, I had 223, but overall 118, 156, 121, 157, 121, 136. So, I mean, it's all been pretty consistent. So I'm thinking if this little algorithm boost continues, I'll make about $4,000 this month, maybe a little bit less, but pretty close to September's numbers, which was also $4,000. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I mean, $4,000 is roughly 533 Chipotle burritos. I should make about 533 Chipotle burritos this month, which is pretty good. Very nice. Very nice. Mwah. Glorious. Since I've only been monetized for 6 months, I just want to take you through every month here really fast so you can see the ups and downs of my journey here. In July, I made $6,244. In August, I made $1,330. Then we got, of course, September, which was, again, $4,028. Then we have October, which is $1,670. And then right now, November, which is $1,969, but hopefully will be about $4,000 by the end of the month. So basically, YouTube is one big compliment sandwich. Sometimes they're like, hey, your channel is the perfect combination of sexy and cute. And then other times they're like, hey, Rob Built, you've had one too many Chipotle burritos and you need to tighten those handles, pal. Honestly though, it's all good. I mean, I'm really grateful for this. I certainly didn't think that I'd be here, so I'm honestly just taking it all in. And and I guess since we're here, why don't we go ahead and just tally up how much I've made since being monetized in July. So we'll go here to my lifetime. In total, since the very beginning of this journey, I've made $15,412.30, which is awesome. So if we just kind of extrapolate that and multiply that by 2, since this is about 6 months worth of pay, then roughly I can expect to make about $30,000. And not just that, but I'm gonna hit 50,000 subscribers in my first year too, so maybe even more, like if this video goes viral because you hit the like button and you subscribed and you left a comment, because I'll know if you did it. Anyway, it means the world, and thank you for watching. And I guess I just want to say that if you ever thought about starting a YouTube channel, or if you want to start a YouTube channel, do it. It's the best thing I ever did after marrying my wife and having a child. It's the third best thing I've ever done. It's my third favorite thing after those two things. If you have any questions at all about monetization or starting a channel, leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to help guide you along. But for now, I guess I'll catch you on the next episode of Raw Built. I'm not going to do the hand cover thing. I always do that, so. Oh, all right, fine. And by the way, it's 2:13, so you're welcome for this great content.